Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carly and Nina team up against Drew, and Cody opens his big mouth in public again. Today on General Hospital, Rick saves Ava from making a big mistake, Jack Brennan comes through for Joss, and Kai and Trina spend time together. Elizabeth's in danger. Cyrus spies on Liz at the nurse's station. Rick appears with flowers to commemorate her first day back. She thanks him for all of his assistance. He also claims to have checked on Cyrus' parole status, which is quite normal, and specifies his conditions, such as not being caught in possession of a firearm. Cyrus overhears them talking about his parole and is concerned. Rick asks if she has a break coming up and proposes they go for a walk. Liz tells him that the last time they went on a walk, they saw Alexis hurl a rifle down a bridge. He says it is payment for his legal services. Liz agrees to go for a walk, and they leave. Jason returns home from Germany to the Quartermain mansion, and Tracy inquires as to if he is seeking for his latest baby mama, Sasha. Jason is perplexed, so she informs him about the confrontation between Carly and Drew, as well as how Drew claims Jason impregnated their cook. Jason questions why she would believe Drew. Tracy wonders if he will deny it. Jason replies he owes her no response, so Tracy interprets this as a yes. She claims Jason may stonewall her all he wants, but it's unfair to stonewall his son and the others in the house. Jason inquires as to Sasha's whereabouts, and Tracy responds that she will meet Felicia at the Port Charles Grill. Jason asks Monica and Danny if they had heard about this development, and she says no, but he wants to get this information to them as soon as possible because it is spreading. Sasha becomes defensive. Cody and Felicia meet at the Port Charles Grill. He wonders what the occasion is. Felicia views this as an opportunity because he has made numerous mistakes and owes someone an apology. Sasha runs into Willow and says she heard she moved out of the gatehouse and wants to know if she's remaining with Nina or has already moved in with Drew. Willow claims she is staying with Nina as if it is any of her business. Willow goes to meet Martin while Sasha approaches Felicia and Cody. Sasha sees Cody with Felicia and declines to participate in whatever Felicia has planned. She turns to leave, but Felicia asks her to stay with her. Sasha remains, and Felicia serves as a mediator between the two. Cody confesses he should not have told anyone about Sasha's business, but he still cares about her and wants her baby's father to step forward. Sasha feels Cody would not purposefully hurt her, but the way he expresses his worry is hurting her. She can take care of herself and her baby without having to answer to anyone. She asks whether he can respect her and her decisions. Willow meets with Martin, who asks her if she truly wants a divorce or if she would like to strive toward reconciliation. She claims there is no prospect of saving her marriage. Martin insists that they answer to Diane and Michael's divorce petition and advocate for alimony and full custody. Joss gets information about Cyrus. Christina meets Joss at Bobby's and inquires about the emergency. Joss needs her to take Donna and Avery since she has something to do. Christina agrees, and Joss asks her to take them to the park because Avery has to collect pine cones for a project. She also promised them time on the playground. Christina asks, with her father out of town, if Avery is asking about her mother. Joss says she calls Ava before bed, but she's pleased that Sunny will be home soon. Cyrus walks into Bobby's, hoping that Joss will not reject him service. Joss promises she will genuinely apologize to him. She claims she wants justice for Dex, who was an easy target to accuse. She claims the police don't believe he's the murderer, so she's letting them handle it, and she apologizes. He is surprised and decides to get to work without placing an order. Cyrus walks away, but pauses to peek in the window at Joss. Later, Joss discovers Colette sitting at a table. When she arrives to accept her order, Colette says that she works for Jack Brennan, who has ordered her to deliver an envelope to her. Joss opens it and finds an address. Joss wonders what this is. Colette explains that Dr. Gatlinholt purchased the property 1 month after Cyrus was discharged from Pentonville. Kai flirts with Trina. Ava and Trina visit the park, and Trina wonders why they're there. Ava thinks she wants a break from her residence, which resembles a sauna. Ava looks around, as if searching for someone. They make some small chat, and Ava wonders why she is no longer spending time with her friend at the hospital. Trina admits she wasn't as helpful as she expected. Trina discusses how Kai's best buddy believes she divided his attention between football and their art project, and she wonders if that is why Kai was hurt. Ava believes this is ludicrous and that football is a deadly activity. Trina claims Kai asked for space, and she is attempting to respect that request. She observes, sometimes you need to go through things on your own. Kai comes, and Ava replies, maybe not. Ava leaves to get a cup of coffee, and Trina inquires as to when Kai was released from the hospital. He says it was just today, and he had a suspicion he'd be here, but her Aunt Stella assured him she was. He owes her an apology for taking out his frustrations on her. She understands, given his busy schedule. Kai acknowledges that her visits and bossing him around have been the only bright spots in the past few weeks. He is grateful that their paths intersected, and he hopes to get to know her more. Trina says she will respect him and his recovery process. He expresses gratitude to her, but he is concerned that if he cannot play football, no one would respect or care about him. Trina asks if worrying him about their project distracted him, and if so, she apologizes. He doesn't understand why she believes that, because he was playing his best up until he was hurt. He notices how cold it is outside and proposes they go somewhere warmer. Rick saves Ava. Ava finds Christina with the girls, and Avery is overjoyed to see her mother. Avery hugs her and tells her that she is working on a school assignment with Donna's aide. Ava offers to show Avery her new apartment and the girls' new bedroom. Christina stops her, and they argue about Ava taking Avery. Elsewhere in the park, Rick and Liz go for a walk, and he urges her to keep a watch out for Cyrus, who is a dangerous man. Liz assures him that she has survived a lot in the last 5 years, and she has Lucky's support with this one. Rick and Liz run into Ava, Christina, and the girls, and Rick tells Liz that he wants a moment. He asks Liz to stay with Christina and the girls, then snatches Ava away. Rick brings Ava back to her house, tells her she's nuts for thinking Christina would let her take Avery, and wonders if she planned this meeting. Ava says she didn't anticipate Christina to be there, but Avery did tell her she'd be at the park with Joss today. Rick claims her desperation will cost her everything. Rick claims that the only way to get her daughter back is to go to court. Ava yells that she cannot afford to pay him or finance a lengthy legal battle. Rick says he will take her case pro gratis. She wants him to just return to Liz and leave her alone. He claims Liz does not want him, but she should get out of her own way and allow him help her. Suddenly, they kiss passionately and start ripping each other's clothes. Back at the park, Christina yells at Liz about Ava attempting to steal Avery, claiming that she would have done whatever it needed to stop her. Christina claims that Ava will never be able to have a daughter because she murdered her own. Christina boasts that if her father finds out what Ava attempted to pull, she will never see Avery again. Nina and Carly plot. At Crimson, Carly informs Nina that the best way to beat Drew may be to do nothing. Nina can't wait to see Carly sit and do nothing. Nina rambles on and on about Drew bringing Willow and the kids into his house, speculates on the specifics of their opulent wedding, and suggests that the kids might call Drew Daddy. Carly understands. She understands that they must act, but Drew is unaware that they are conspiring against him. Nina claims they agree on that. Nina claims Maxie will be their way into Drew's home. Carly asks Nina how far she is ready to go to get rid of Drew. Nina claims she is willing to go as far as necessary. Carly adds that her only goal is to remove Drew out of the picture, as she does not want him to influence Michael and Willow's relationship or decisions. Nina agrees, and Willow and Michael must decide out how to go forward while prioritizing the children. She says she hasn't always supported Michael and Willow's marriage, but she was disappointed that it ended the way it did. Nina claims that another variable must be dealt with, and only Carly is capable of doing so. Carly comes at the Quartermain home to find Tracy on the phone with Diane, discussing Michael and Willow's divorce. Tracy asks what Carly wants, and Carly admits that approaching Drew was a mistake. However, if Tracy continues to interfere, Willow will take those children and never see them again. Tracy asks what she suggests they do. Carly thinks they should trust Michael, let him heal, and return home. She also claims Willow has a conscience and will recognize Drew for who he is. She believes Willow and Michael will reach an understanding eventually. Tracy knows Carly isn't the sort to wait and see, and wherever Drew goes, disaster ensues. Carly instructs Tracy to leave Drew to her. Tracy answers, "Fine, we'll play it your way, but make Drew hurt." Cody challenges Jason. Back at the Port Charles Grill, Sasha tells Cody she forgives him, and he expresses gratitude. Suddenly, Jason enters. Jason approaches Sasha and requests to speak with her alone, but Felicia advises Jason to sit down and chat gently so that no one makes a disturbance. Cody reminds Jason that they are all family here, and he can acknowledge he is the father of Sasha's child. Sasha reminds Cody that he has already apologized, and Jason informs Cody that this has nothing to do with him. Cody stands and yells, "Say it, slimeball, just acknowledge Sasha's baby is yours." Nina comes, apologizes to Martin and Willow for being late, and inquires about what she missed. Willow informs her that Martin expects them to reply vigorously to Diane's filing. Nina believes this will make things much messy. Nina informs Martin that Michael is still having medical care, therefore they do not need to pursue this just now. Martin believes they should respond forcefully, but Nina claims Michael's initial request was a starting point, a bargaining technique. Nina believes they should give Michael time to grieve and work things out with Willow. Willow agrees, so Nina recommends they postpone the divorce until Michael returns. Martin tries to persuade Willow that she and Michael are not on equal terms, she cheated, while Michael did not. He suggests that things could become heated in court because Michael also has the footage of her and Drew. Willow asks, "What should I do?" Martin says she needs to find out something about Michael. On the next General Hospital, Curtis drinks with Jordan and encourages her, "Just say no to whatever this man wants." At Charlie's, Emma has a proposal for Kai. Willow tells Nina and Martin that she and Drew are no longer hiding. Christina calls someone and says they need to talk about Avery. At Charlie's, Lucky asks Liz, "How did you save the day this time?" Danny tells Rocco, "I have to find him." At the Quartermain boathouse, Sasha says, "I need to let everyone believe you are the father of my baby." On the aircraft back home, Sunny says to Natalia, "Maybe I've got someone looking out for me." GH spoilers, Sidwell's stunning reason for going after Sunny, Natalia, is his ex-wife. Since Jens Sidwell arrived in Port Charles, we've been wondering what he has planned. After wreaking havoc in Somalia and later kidnapping Sasha Corbin, Sidwell has proven to be a formidable force. He has been back in Port Charles for a while. He purchased Windmere and may be responsible for the attack on Sonny Corinthos' penthouse. What we don't know is why he's chasing Sonny. Is he after his territory? Maybe. But there could be more to it than that. Perhaps Sidwell's motivations are more personal? Could Sidwell be targeting Sonny because he is connected to Natalia Rogers Ramirez? Is Natalia Sidwell's ex-wife? Jen Sidwell is keeping a close eye on Natalia Rogers Ramirez, as revealed at the end of Friday's program. A Sidwell employee tracked her down in Los Angeles and informed Sidwell that she was with Sonny. Why is Sidwell interested in Natalia? He must have known her before arriving in Port Charles. Could he be connected to her? Were Sidwell and Natalia previously married? This might explain why Sidwell is targeting Sonny. It's personal because he's still in love with Natalia. Jen Sidwell is the father of Natalia Rogers Ramirez's son Eloy. Natalia has stated that she has a son named Eloy who is a musician. He is Blaze, alias Allison Rogers Ramirez's brother, although he could also be Blaze's half-brother, as he is from Natalia's first marriage. And that first marriage was with Sidwell. This would be a significant discovery, explaining why Sidwell has decided to call Port Charles home. He wants Sonny gone, and Natalia back. Natalia probably doesn't want anything to do with Sidwell, but he is both charming and relentless. When Sidwell pursues his desires, anything can happen, and Sonny may be in terrible danger. Jen Sidwell knows Sonny Corinthos' heart condition because to a spy he deployed to Los Angeles. Sidwell follows Natalia and discovers the truth about Sonny's heart ailment, which he utilizes to his advantage in his plan to eliminate him. Sidwell wants Natalia for himself, and what better way to accomplish that than to make it appear that Sonny's heart problems caused his death? Now Sidwell could have Natalia all to himself. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Do you believe that Sidwell is Natalia's ex-husband? Do you think Natalia is the reason Sidwell is targeting Sonny? Is Aloy Sidwell's son? General Hospital spoilers Tuesday, February 11th, Sasha's big request, Willow spirals, danger for Danny, and Sonny shocked Curtis counsels Jordan on the next episode of General Hospital. Emma makes a brave move, Willow reveals something, Sasha pleads with Jason, and Sonny makes a stunning discovery. The General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, February 11th, 2025 are here. In tomorrow's episode, Curtis Ashford will warn Jordan Ashford. Danny Morgan sets out to seek justice. Emma Scorpio Drake also has a proposition for Kai Taylor. Curtis Ashford's warning. In the next episode, Curtis and Jordan will catch up. As Jordan informs Curtis of her intentions, he will deliver a frantic warning. Curtis tells his ex-wife that whatever he wants, she should simply say no. Curtis' use of he must allude to Jen Sidwell, who has expressed an interest in Jordan. Jordan, on the other hand, seemed anxious to return to the excitement of being undercover. Sasha Gilmore Corbin's new lie expects Sasha and Jason to meet again on Tuesday, February 11th. Nobody will allow Sasha to maintain her private life a secret. Because people already believe Jason is the father, Sasha has an idea. Sasha believes Jason should simply let everyone believe he is the baby daddy. Sasha thought that was preferable to the reality. At least until Michael Corinthos and Willow Tate Corinthos' divorce is completed. However, this could lead to major complications for Danny. Even if Jason tells Danny that he isn't the father, Sasha's secret could be revealed. At the same time, Danny is furious about Sam McCall's murder. A baby bombshell could simply add fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Willow tells Martin Gray that she and Drew Kane Quartermain no longer need to hide. In addition, Cody Bell opens up to Felicia Scorpio. Danny Morgan and Rocco Falconeri debate. General Hospital spoilers claim that a preview tape has Danny and Rocco Falconeri having a furious debate. This is obviously about Sam's murder and locating the individual who killed her. However, how far will this go? Christina Corinthos Davis warning. After preventing Ava Jerome from stealing Avery Corinthos, Christina Corinthos Davis calls. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos receives wonderful news. Isaiah Gannon and Elizabeth Liz Baldwin sympathize. Emma has a proposition for Kai. This may not be good for Kai, especially as he appears to be at a crossroads. Amanda Setton's take on General Hospital timeline issues. Amanda Setton noted that, while the age difference between Dante and Brooke Lynn is unrealistic, viewers must suspend disbelief. Soap operas, like many other works of fiction, frequently deviate from reality. Children are frequently aged considerably faster than in real life, as seen with many of the kids in General Hospital's latest teen scene, which is gaining traction. Since it was revealed that Brooke Lynn not only became pregnant as a teen and gave the child up for adoption, but that Dante is also the father, fans have been wondering about the logistics of their ages. Amanda Setton has now spoken out on whether or not the Dante/Brooke Lynn timeframe is viable. Revisionist History Setton spoke with Soap Opera Digest about Brooke Lynn and Dante's former relationship, which contradicted the established show canon. When Cody arrived in town and disclosed that he and Dante had gone to camp together as youngsters, it seemed reasonable that this was part of Dante's past. However, there were no scenes in which Cody and Brooke Lynn admitted that she knew him back then. Furthermore, it has been shown that Cody was aware of her pregnancy at the time, and that Dante was the father. Setton expressed her reasoning behind this element of continuity malleability. In Port Charles, there's always a little bit of a suspension of belief. There has to be just a touch. It's the same kind of suspension of disbelief that viewers must use when a kid character is dramatically aged or SORAS'd. Alternatively, Charles Measure might leave the character of Brennan and be replaced by Chris McKenna. Read this, find out what happens next on GH. Age is actually an issue. I think the way Dom, Zamprogna, Dante, and I have reconciled it in our minds is that our characters are not exactly the same age. We may be 2 years apart, 3 years apart, or, I was a freshman, he was a junior, Seton explained, admitting that their ages contradicted what had already been illustrated in stories. The performers have a 6-year age difference in real life, so they definitely wouldn't have dated as teenagers. But this is a soap, after all. Seton also stated that knowing this aspect of her character's past has helped her connect the dots in Brooke Lynn's life and explain her desire to have a child. Now that Chase appears to be unable to father any children, the focus has shifted to Brooke Lynn's previous pregnancy and the revelation that Gio is her and Dante's son. It'll be fascinating to watch how Chase handles that once he discovers the truth. General Hospital spoilers weekly preview February 10th to 14th, Desperate Times, will Nina finally open up about Drew? This week on GH, Nina may finally tell Willow the truth. Meanwhile, Cody continues to spread incorrect information to anybody who will listen. The General Hospital spoilers weekly video ad for the week of February 10th, 2025, has arrived. Discover what explosive circumstances will occur this week in Port Charles. Slime Ball this week on GH, Jason returns from Germany at an inconvenient time. Cody has been telling everyone who would listen that Jason is Sasha's baby daddy. Sasha's lack of evidence is irrelevant. The out-of-control stable manager is unable to hold back his opinions. Come on, Slimeball! Say it! Sasha's baby is yours, Cody yells, embarrassing himself, Jason, Sasha, and Felicia. Fortunately, Sasha opts to douse Cody with her beverage. He deserves it, and much more. Meanwhile, Jason remains stoic. When Stone Cold walks into Charlie's pub, everyone pays attention. In this situation, Isaiah, Christina, Martin, Lucky, and Liz stand out. While those are the pictures we see, the audio offers a different story. I think I did something I shouldn't have, says someone, possibly Rocco. After all, he overheard Dante and Chase discuss Cyrus Renault as the person of interest in Sam's killing. He instantly informed Danny of the news. Does Danny do anything about it? Will he confront Cyrus? Jason suddenly shouts, "Get your hands off my son!" Finally, Nina may reveal something she should have told Willow a long time ago. I can understand why you would fall for Drew because, Willow, Please confirm Nina's statement. It's time for Willow to learn the truth about Nina and Drew sleeping together while he and Willow were making googly eyes and kissing in the Q Mansion's hidden nooks. GH spoilers for Tuesday, February 11th, wise warnings, assumptions, and desperate deceptions. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Tuesday, February 11th include wise cautions, presumptuous propositions, and desperate deceptions. Curtis Ashford delivers a sensible warning, Emma Scorpio Drake makes an arrogant proposition, and Sasha Corbin attempts a desperate lie. Curtis and his ex, Jordan Ashford, look to be meeting for a drink when Curtis delivers a smart warning. Curtis warns Jordan, if this guy wants something, simply say no. Does Curtis know about Jordan's undercover operation with Jen Sidwell, or is he referring about Isaiah Gannon? A caution about Sidwell would definitely be wise, but one about Isaiah appears to be improper. After all, you don't advise an ex-wife about someone she's dating in case you're regarded as envious. Emma makes a bold pitch to Kai Taylor, who appears astonished when she adds, "I've got a proposition for you." Emma has been working with Gio Palmieri on a charity event, which she could be alluding to. But the look on Kai's face suggests that he may misinterpret her meaning, and this would not be surprising. Emma is far from shy when she mentions a proposition in a bar. Willow Corinthos is still discussing custody arrangements with Martin Gray. Willow is outraged, informing Martin that she and Drew Quartermain don't need to conceal any longer. Surely, Martin is reminding her that part of the arrangement to allow Willow to have her children, Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, includes no Drew. Or, at the very least, not hosting Drew at the gatehouse, which has already occurred and violated the agreement. Willow is clearly preparing to move in with Drew at the house he recently acquired in Port Charles, where she, her children, and Emily Scout Kane will form a happy family. Willow appears to have missed all Martin stated regarding Michael Corinthos having a significant edge in the custody agreement, despite the fact that he is currently healing overseas. Christina Corinthos Davis is on the phone with someone, clearly discussing her meeting with Ava Jerome at the park. She may be chatting to Carly Spencer, but she could also be talking to her father, Sonny Corinthos, who is on his way home. She informs the person on the other end that she needs to speak with them about Avery Jerome Corinthos. As she had earlier stated to Elizabeth Baldwin, she was not going to let Ava walk away with her younger sister after killing her baby. Lucky Spencer has questions for Elizabeth, who is currently in Charlie's pub. She is most likely telling him about her encounter in the park because he wants to hear, how did she save the day this time? Lucky works for Christina at Charlie's pub, so it's no surprise she becomes the topic of their chat. Elizabeth is unlikely to trust Ava, even if Lucky knows little about her. Previously, he had only returned to town once since Ava's arrival. Vigilante justice? Rocco Falconeri and Danny Morgan appear to be in the sunroom of the Quartermain home, with Danny pressing Rocco for further information. Both lads are now aware that Sam McCall was murdered, and Cyrus Renault is the most likely suspect. Cyrus is a significant person of interest in the murders of Sam, Dex Heller, another GH patient, and maybe some at Turning Woods. Danny is upset as he tells Rocco he needs to find him. It appears Danny has a nasty case of vigilante justice. Desperate deceptions. It appears Sasha is in the Quartermain boathouse, pushing a desperate deception. She tells Jason Morgan that they must make everyone believe he is the father of her baby. She understands that if Willow overhears Cody Bell's loud mouth declaring Jason is her baby daddy, she and Martin can use it against Michael if they suspect it's real. Sasha cannot let her and Michael's one-night affair and subsequent pregnancy force Michael to lose his other two children. Jason is likely to agree, albeit he will have to lie to Danny and some other family members if he goes along with the ruse. It should be a simple deceit, given how many others believe it. Carly will have questions, but she will understand when they explain. Good news and a guardian angel? Meanwhile, Sonny and Natalia Ramirez are flying from Los Angeles to Port Charles to return from the cardiology appointment that Isaiah scheduled. Sonny informs Natalia that he believes he has someone looking out for him, which may explain why he delayed his pacemaker operation. Sonny had argued in the previous Friday's episode that he needed to prioritize his family, while Natalia attempted to persuade him that his health came first. Sonny may believe he has a guardian angel, and he will receive some good news, but atrial fibrillation is serious. If your heart stops, you die. Cody confronts Jason in public, demanding that he step up as Sasha's baby daddy. Rick and Ava make up, and Kai and Trina make up. Colette gives Joss a hint, Nina and Carly reach an agreement, and Martin encourages Willow to respond violently to the divorce. Cyrus hangs out in the hallway of General Hospital, keeping an eye on Liz. Rick arrives with flowers to greet her back at work. He informs her that he examined the terms of Cyrus' parole for her. It is rather standard and describes it. When Rick invites her for a walk, she reminds him that they saw Alexis toss a gun the previous time they did so. She decides to join him during her break. Nina approaches Carly at Crimson and asks her to help her break up Willow and Drew. Carly is concerned that they may exacerbate the situation and proposes that they do nothing. Nina can't wait to see Carly do nothing. She begins teasing her about Willow and Drew's extravagant wedding and how Michael's children will refer to him as Daddy. Finally, Carly agrees that they need to take action. Nina tells that Maxie can help them move into Drew's new home. Carly asks how far she is willing to go. Nina will go as far as required. They talk about their aims and decide that they just want Drew out of the scene so Michael and Willow can figure things out for themselves. Nina claims Drew is the worst thing that could happen to Willow. She goes on to say that they must overcome another barrier. When Jason arrives into the Quartermains, Tracy instantly questions whether he's looking for Sasha, his newest baby mama. Drew informed everyone that he impregnated the cook. Jason does not see why she would believe Drew. When he refuses to dispute it, she views it as confirmation that he is the father. He can stonewall her as much as he likes, but he cannot stonewall his children. When she tells him Sasha is at the grill, he flees. Carly arrives as Tracy phones Diane. Tracy wishes she owned a taser. Carly confesses she was foolish to confront Drew in public. It simply made matters worse. But so is Tracy. The Quartermains aren't backing down, but Carly demands they trust Michael and allow Willow time to see Drew for who he is. Tracy is skeptical that Michael will return to sanity. "You just leave Drew to me," Carly replies. Tracy agrees to play things her way. "Just make it hurt," she continues. Cody joins Felicia at the grill. She tells him he's been making mistakes and asks for an apology. Sasha runs into Willow and asks if she has moved in with Drew yet. Willow advises her to mind her own business. Sasha sees Felicia with Cody. She does not want to be near him right now, but Felicia begs her. They sit, and he apologizes for what he said. She informs him that her relationship with Tracy was already strained. Cody claims he was merely trying to get the father of her child to take responsibility. Felicia mediates between them, and Sasha is aware that Cody has been acting out because he cares, but this is not helping. Sasha wants to raise the baby on her own. If he wants to show he cares, he must respect that. He apologizes again and says he respects her. "Too bad I can't say the same for others," he says as he sees Jason walk in. The men stare at each other, and Cody presses him to reveal he is the father. As Cody mocks Jason for being a slimeball like his brother, he encourages him to stand up and claim the baby is his. Jason looks at Sasha, then Cody. Willow meets with Martin, and he wonders if she really wants to proceed with the divorce. Yes, she does. He claims that means they must reply strongly and immediately. Diane will use every weapon she possesses. Nina runs in to join them, worried that behaving angrily will just make things worse. She suggests that Michael only made an aggressive opening move, and that if they stall, he will calm down and return so that they can negotiate. Martin notes that Michael has more ammunition. He advises they discover some leverage to use against him. Christina comes at Bobby's, and Joss asks her to look after her sisters while she takes care of something. She begs Christina to take them to the park to collect pine cones. Christina accepts and inquires whether Avery has been asking about her mother. Joss claims she's fine and thrilled Sunny is returning. When Christina and the kids leave, Cyrus appears. He expects Joss to kick him out, but instead she apologizes. She claims that the police do not believe he is Dex's murderer and that she would leave the investigation to the specialists. He exits, taken aback, and returns to stare at her through the window. Colette arrives and hands Joss some documents from Jack. It's the address of the property Austin purchased. Trina and Ava are at the park. Trina adds that no one is interested in purchasing her employer's second gallery space. They discuss how things could be worse, and Ava questions why she isn't spending time with her friend at the hospital anymore. Trina explains that it was not helpful. She thinks Kai is a nice man and feels bad about him. She is concerned that she distracted his attention, causing him to get injured. Ava thinks that is absurd. Trina explains that Kai told her to back off. Ava considers him an ingrate. Kai shows up. Ava instantly takes off. Kai suspected Trina would be present, and Stella had informed him. He apologizes, but she insists he is entitled to as much space as he needs. He apologizes for taking out his aggravation on her. He's still unsure about his future, but the one bright light has been her popping up to visit him. He thinks they'll get to know each other better. She wants it also and does not want to micromanage him. Kai confesses he's not sure how much people will care about him now that he's off the football field. She tells him that he is important to many people and that she is sorry he was hurt. He assures her that he didn't. They plan to travel somewhere warmer. Liz and Rick are at the park. She discusses Sam and Dex and how they will never have another walk in the park. He advises her to be cautious at the hospital. She reminds him that she's not on her own. She got lucky. Ava walks into the park and discovers Christina playing with her sisters. Avery rushes over to tell her about their project. Ava tells her about her new apartment and invites her to come see it. Christina intervenes, insisting that the children do their tasks. Ava insists on grasping her daughter's hand, despite Christina's objections. Rick appears and gets between them. He pulls his customer away. Rick and Ava visit her new apartment, and he wonders if she expected to run across her daughter. She acknowledges it. he points out that Avery is in Sunny's care, and she cannot take him. If she did, she may have lost everything. He agrees to handle her case pro gratis. Ava is unconvinced that he has a heart and advises him to return to his date with Liz. Rick claims Liz does not want her, but she should. When he encourages her to get out of her own way and let him help, she kisses him and begins removing his clothes. Back at the park, Christina complains about Ava to Liz, who attempts to calm her down. Ava cannot have her daughter if I do not have mine. Christina insists. She threatens to never see Avery again if her father discovers what Ava attempted to do. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.